女士们、先生们，请全体起立，热烈欢迎中华人民共和国全国人大常委会委员长赵乐际阁下、各国与会领导人和国际组织负责人入场。Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and give a big round of applause to His Excellency Mr. Zhao Leji, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of the People's Republic of China, and leaders of participating countries and heads of international organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seat. 请各位就座。现在，请博鳌亚洲论坛秘书长李保东先生主持开幕式。Now let's welcome Mr. Li Baodong, Secretary General of the Boao Forum for Asia, to moderate the opening plenary.
尊敬的中华人民共和国全国人民代表大会常务委员会委员长赵乐际阁下，尊敬的各国领导人和国际组织负责人，尊敬的博鳌亚洲论坛理事长潘基文阁下、副理事长周小川阁下，各位论坛理事、资委委员，尊敬的各位部长、驻华使节和国际组织代表，各位来宾、女士们、朋友们、先生们，大家上午好。首先，我荣幸地宣布，博鳌亚洲论坛2024年年会正式开幕。出席今天开幕大会的贵宾有：中华人民共和国全国人民代表大会常务委员会委员长赵乐际阁下，哈萨克斯坦共和国总统托卡耶夫阁下，瑙鲁共和国总统阿迪昂阁下，斯里兰卡民主社会主义共和国总理古纳瓦德纳阁下，多米尼克国总理斯凯里特阁下，柬埔寨王国国王顾问团主席洪森阁下，世界知识产权组织总干事邓洪森先生，经济合作与发展组织秘书长科尔曼先生，东南亚国家联盟秘书长高金红先生，俄罗斯共和国副总理阁下，以及各国工商界代表，我提议请各位代表对他们的出席表示热烈的欢迎和感谢。70年前，多位亚洲领导人创造性地提出和平共处5项原则，为维护亚洲和世界的和平与稳定，促进国际关系的健康发展，做出了不可磨灭的贡献。当前， 人类社会虽然已经走出新冠疫情的阴霾，但国际形势动荡加剧，危机冲突此起彼伏，世界经济复苏乏力。博亚洲论坛立足和平繁荣、友好共生的亚洲家园，赓续、弘扬先贤们的崇高理念和宽广胸襟，同世界各国政府和工商界以及各国际组织一道，以人类前途为怀，以人民福祉为念，践行真正的多边主义，不断为世界注入宝贵的稳定性和正能量。下面，我邀请博鳌亚洲论坛理事长潘基文阁下致欢迎词。
Your Excellency, Chairman赵乐际, Excellencies, dear President, since Secretary General Li Baodong has mentioned all the names, I'll just mention names of two presidents. Excellencies, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, President of Kazakhstan, and also Excellency David Adelang, President of Nauru. And dear Excellencies, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and Ministers, and ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Boao Forum for Asia, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all for coming a long way to join us at this grand gathering. The annual conference of Boao Forum is a premier platform for leaders to explore the most pressing issues facing Asia, emerging markets, and the world at large. This year, we are honored by such an impressive lineup of policymakers, decision-makers, and thought leaders. With your presence and engagement, we can be confident of yet another inspiring and productive brainstorming during these 4 days. We do have a lot of things: debate, plan and act. No year is easy. No year will be easy in the future. Every year is challenging in its own way. We just had the hottest year on record in 2023 since 1850. A sobering reminder of how acute the climate crisis has grown. Countries are acting to respond and making progress. The COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, December last year, made a historic consensus to transition away from fossil fuels. Leaders committed to tripling renewable energy capacity and doubling energy efficiency improvements by 2030. That's good news, but not good enough. We need great ambitions and bolder actions to keep pace with climate change and limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Let us do much better at the COP29 this year in Azerbaijan. In the face of the looming climate crisis, every passing year matters. Seize the day, seize the hour. I had long worked in the United Nations as Secretary General, and always keep in mind the two lofty goals of the United Nations: peace and development. There were good times when we enjoyed a global peace dividend and fast globalization that benefited the majority of countries and peoples. There were bad times when geopolitics and ideology took precedence and split the world into opposing camps and blocs. The lessons we have learned the hard way is that we cannot go back to the bad times in any way. The only way forward is solidarity, cooperation, multilateralism, globalization, and an open world economy. Unfortunately, not everyone learns the lessons, or they just turn the other way. What we are seeing today is a worrying trend in geopolitics and geoeconomies. Conflict in Ukraine is now in its third year and has yet to find a diplomatic or negotiated settlement. Conflict in the Middle East has turned Gaza into a massive humanitarian crisis and disasters. Attacks in the Red Sea put 15% of global trade at risk. Reshuffling of global supply, trade, and investment flows is taking place at the cost of a truly inclusive globalization. But eventually, it's common sense and proven wisdom of mankind that will prevail. I have deep faith in the power of countries working with, not against each other. My message to you, my fellow delegates and dear global leaders, is clear and simple. Global crises have forced us into one same boat. We have no other choice but to row in the same direction, correct direction. We are faced with common challenges. We must take up our share of responsibilities. With great power comes great responsibilities. People in this room are global leaders with the power and influence in Asia and the world. As leaders, we are duty-bound to stand up, speak out, and lead by action and lead by example. What we say and do here can make a big difference in our shared future. People lay high hopes on us and on you. Do not let people down. And again, thank you, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, all for joining us this 24th World Forum for Asia. I wish a happy stay here in Boao and wish this conference a great success. Ladies and gentlemen, dear leaders, let us work together to make this world sustainable and peaceful for our future generation. That is, for leaders, your political responsibility. For us and for all of the guests, there's a moral responsibility. Let's finish our job. Thank you very much. 谢谢。
谢谢潘基文秘书长，谢谢潘基文理事长。现在我荣幸地邀请中华人民共和国全国人民代表大会常务委员会委员长赵乐际阁下致辞。
尊敬的各位国家元首、政府首脑，尊敬的各位国际组织负责人，尊敬的各位博鳌亚洲论坛理事，各位来宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们， 3月的海南，夜风海韵，碧波银滩。在这个美好的季节，很高兴同各位新老朋友汇聚一堂，共同出席博鳌亚洲论坛2024年年会。首先，我谨代表中国政府对年会的召开表示热烈祝贺，对出席年会的各位嘉宾表示诚挚欢迎，对大家长期以来对中国发展的关心和支持表示衷心感谢。当今世界，百年变局加速演进，世界经济复苏乏力，矛盾冲突接踵而至，霸权霸道危害深重，和平与发展面临严峻挑战，是加强团结协作，携手应对各种风险挑战，还是抱持零和思维，把世界推向分裂对抗？两种选择，两种道路，攸关人类前途和世界未来。本届年会以亚洲与世界共同的挑战、共同的责任为主题，具有很强的现实意义。面对人类向何处去这一时代之问，中国的回答是携手构建人类命运共同体。中国国家主席习近平在多个国际场合指出，构建人类命运共同体，就是每个民族、每个国家的前途命运都紧紧连在一起，应该风雨同舟、荣辱与共，努力把我们生与死、长与死的星球建成一个和睦的大家庭。这一理念源于国际社会的普遍共识和期盼，也源于中国的大国责任和担当，为各国人民携手同心，共护家园，共创美好未来，贡献了中国方案。10多年来，构建人类命运共同体已经从中国倡议扩大为全球行动，从美好愿景转化为丰富实践，从理念主张发展为科学体系。我们倡导平等有序的世界多极化和普惠包容的经济全球化，坚持大小国家一律平等，呼吁各国超越集团对抗、零和博弈的旧思维，践行真正的多边主义，共同建设开放型世界经济。我们提出和践行高质量共建“一带一路”、全球发展倡议、全球安全倡议、全球文明倡议，给世界带来了繁荣稳定的巨大红利，创造了扎扎实实的民生福祉。女士们、先生们、朋友们， 70年前，和平共处5项原则在亚洲首倡，至今历久弥新，仍然具有强大的生命力。亚洲人民历经热战、冷战，饱经沧桑忧患，深知和平弥足珍贵，发展来之不易。我们要高举构建人类命运共同体旗帜，携手构建亚洲命运共同体，共建和平安宁、繁荣美丽、友好共生的亚洲家园，共同做亚洲安全的维护者，为世界和平稳定贡献积极力量。历史和现实都启示我们，和平稳定是亚洲人民的普遍期待，是亚洲各国的最大共识，也是亚洲发展的基本前提。面对错综复杂的国际安全威胁，我们要落实好全球安全倡议，践行共同、综合、合作、可持续的安全观，摒弃冷战思维、集团对抗，反对强权政治、霸权行径，维护好兼顾各方诉求、包容各方利益的区域秩序，始终把亚洲长治久安的前途命运掌握在自己手中，让和平薪火代代相传，共同做亚洲发展的促进者，为世界经济复苏提供巨大机遇。今天的亚洲已经成为全球最具活力和增长潜力的地区，经济总量占全球的40%，对全球经济增长贡献率超过70%。面对世界经济持续低迷的严峻挑战，我们要共同落实全球发展倡议，深化各领域互利合作，抓住新一轮科技革命和产业变革机遇，培育壮大发展新动能，推动实现绿色、低碳和可持续发展，为世界经济复苏注入强劲亚洲动力，共同做亚洲合作的践行者，为世界团结协作凝聚广泛共识。亚洲国家历来风雨同舟，守望相助，携手冲破了发展道路上的重重艰难险阻。面对国际上鼓吹分裂对抗的杂音，我们要坚持独立自主、团结自强，继续做前进道路上的同行者，共同反对单边主义和极端利己主义，反对选边站队的阵营对抗，防止地区和世界沦为地缘争夺的角斗场，共同做亚洲开放的推动者，为建设合作共赢的世界汇聚强大合力。人类社会发展的实践告诉我们，开放带来进步，封闭必然落后。当今世界经济全球化潮流不可逆转， 任何国家都无法关起门来搞建设。我们要坚持合作共赢理念，共同实施区域全面经济伙伴关系协定，高质量共建“一带一路”，积极推进中国东盟自贸区3.0版升级谈判，建设更加紧密、更加开放的区域共同市场，反对贸易保护主义和各种形式的筑墙设垒、脱钩断链，在开放中共享机遇，在合作中寻求共赢，共同做亚洲文明的弘扬者，为世界文明交流互鉴注入不竭动力。习近平主席指出，应对共同挑战，迈向美好未来，既需要经济科技力量，也需要文化文明力量。我们要践行全球文明倡议，共同倡导尊重世界文明多样性，弘扬全人类共同价值，推动不同文明和谐共处、互学互鉴、相互成就，促进亚洲和世界各国人民相知相亲，共享人类文明发展成果。女士们、先生们、朋友们，前不久胜利闭幕的中国全国两会，确定了我国今年经济社会发展的目标任务和政策举措，传递了中国经济持续回升向好、长期向好的信心。2023年，中国经济增速是5.2%，今年增长预期目标是5%左右，在全球主要经济体中继续保持领先。中国正以高质量发展全面推进中国式现代化，将为世界经济复苏注入强大动力，为各国发展，特别是亚洲邻国发展提供更多机遇。中国将坚持创新发展，创新是发展的强大动力。中国坚持创新驱动发展战略，以科技创新推动产业创新，加快发展新质生产力。高技术产业投资连续多年保持2位数增长，高新技术企业约有40万家。新能源汽车、锂电池、光伏产品新3样出口快速增长，数字经济加快发展，5G 用户普及率超过50%。中国愿与各国加强科技创新合作，激发更多创新活力，培育经济新增长点，共同落实好全球人工智能治理倡议，促进全球人工智能健康、安全、有序发展。中国将坚持开放发展，开放是当代中国的鲜明标示。中国开放的大门只会越开越大，永远不会关上。我们将主动对接 高标准国际经贸规则，打造市场化、法治化、国际化一流营商环境，继续缩减外资准入负面清单，全面取消制造业领域外资准入限制措施，落实好外资企业国民待遇，提升外籍人员来华工作、学习、旅游便利度。海南正在建设具有世界影响力的中国特色自由贸易港，打造中国高水平制度型开放新高地，欢迎大家到海南投资兴业。中国将坚持绿色发展，绿色是中国高质量发展的亮丽底色。现在，全球光伏发电装机容量接近一半在中国，全球新能源汽车一半以上行驶在中国，全球1/4的新增绿化面积来自中国。我们正在加快推动经济社会发展绿色化、低碳化，力争2030年前实现碳达峰，2060年前实现碳中和。在绿色基建、绿色能源、绿色交通、绿色生活等领域，形成规模庞大的发展增量，孕育的投资和消费市场每年将达到10万亿元级。中国将坚持共享发展。中国已经是140多个国家和地区的主要贸易伙伴，是越来越多国家的主要投资来源国，是大多数国家最重要的投资目的地之一。未来5年，中国货物进出口有望累计超过32万亿美元。14亿多人口的超大规模市场潜力将不断释放。投资中国就是投资未来。我们诚挚欢迎世界各国搭乘中国发展的快车，携手实现和平发展、互利合作、共同繁荣的世界现代化。女士们、先生们、朋友们，中国古人说：“乘众人之智，则无不任也；用众人之力，则无不胜也。”人类生活在同一个地球村，世界各国同乘一条命运与共的大船。面对全球严峻复杂的风险挑战，我们要坚定信心，携手前行，推动构建人类命运共同体，共创亚洲和世界更加美好的未来。最后，祝博鳌亚洲论坛2024年年会圆满成功！谢谢大家。
感谢赵乐际委员长。现在，我荣幸地邀请哈萨克斯坦总统 托卡耶夫阁下致辞。
Excellencies, I extend my sincere appreciation to the leadership of the People's Republic of China, the Forum's Honorable Chairman, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, and its Secretariat. Since its inception, this platform has evolved into a prominent regional and even global center for dialogue and international cooperation. Indeed, we meet today against a backdrop of unprecedented global uncertainty fueled by geopolitical turbulence and economic upheavals. And the outlook is not very promising. As we approach the midpoint of a decade devoted to transformative development, the sober reality is that the global economy is expected to record the slowest half-decade of GDP growth in 30 years. Simultaneously, one of the major challenges facing the world economy is the ongoing trade tensions between major economies. Protectionist policies and escalating trade disputes disrupt global supply chains, hamper economic growth, and undermine investors' confidence. It is evident that the global economy requires a new development paradigm. Failure to address this challenge may result in missed opportunities in the coming decade. In this context, Asia is leading the way towards a new era of sustainable development. Asia is expected to contribute 60% of global GDP growth this year. It also accounts for 53% of global goods traded in several of the world's largest and most vibrant economies. Foreign direct investment in Asia has grown significantly in recent years. It is also home to some of the world's leading technology hubs, accounting for 70% of global patent filings. The region has substantial human resources. 21 of the 30 largest cities worldwide are in Asia. Of the anticipated $30 trillion in middle-class consumption growth by 2030, only $1 trillion is expected to come from today's Western economies. Together, these factors point to a so-called Asian Renaissance. Asia's economic achievements are a testament to the region's resilience, innovation, and determination. While challenges lie ahead, Asia is well positioned to continue driving global growth and development in the years to come. In this regard, the博鰲Forum has emerged as an embodiment of the Asian innovative approach to achieving universal economic progress. It has also established itself as a prominent symbol of China's commitment towards global development. Ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate these challenging times, the synergy of political will and economic prudence is of crucial importance. To achieve this synergy, multifaceted cooperation is indispensable. It is imperative that we come together to tackle these challenges head-on with wisdom, courage, and inclusive interaction. This fundamental logic is the basis of my country's relations with all other countries, especially here in Asia. Today, Kazakhstan-China relations offer a model of effective partnership in which our country has become a primary trade and economic partner for China in Central Asia. Kazakhstan accounts for half of Chinese trade and investment in the region. Kazakh-Chinese mutual trade turnover reached a historical record of $41 billion last year. In 2023, the cargo volume between our countries increased by 22%, amounting to almost 30 million tons. The groundbreaking mega project, Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, was initially unveiled during President Xi Jinping's visit to Kazakhstan over a decade ago. This project serves as a key bridge between East and West, and Kazakhstan accounts for 80% of all continental traffic between China and Europe. This is a critical advantage that we must fully utilize. Our own investments are strategically aligned with the BRI and aim to build a modern, multimodal, environmentally friendly and sustainable infrastructure system. It is also important that the Belt and Road project is linked to the Eurasian Economic Union, and Kazakhstan will be continuously playing an essential role in this process. As a prominent member of the Asian community, Kazakhstan emerged as the largest and one of the fastest growing economies in Central Asia. Kazakhstan accounts for 70% of Central Asia's overall GDP. It registered economic growth of 5.1% last year, almost twice the projected rate of global growth. In the midterm, we aim to sustain at least 6% growth and double our economy by 2029. To achieve this, I initiated a new economic course, one that requires structural reforms, but also builds a more dynamic and stronger nation. Kazakhstan's open door policy, vast resources, and free market reforms have attracted many foreign companies, including Chinese. We have also recently created a high-powered investment board to bolster implementation of investment projects through prompt decision-making and comprehensive end-to-end state support. In this regard, we invite our Asian partners to invest into our economy and open new avenues for mutually beneficial cooperation. Our focus on modernization and reform, with a commitment to the highest international standards, including the OECD, reflects a sincere desire to enhance our global competitiveness. It entails the implementation of comprehensive policy packages aimed at improving fiscal and monetary frameworks, enhancing financial flows, and strengthening institutional quality. Ultimately, these efforts would lead to fostering a market-driven and competitive economy by making it more transparent, robust, and vibrant. It is clear that to achieve this and to face contemporary global challenges at the same time requires joint efforts. We recognize that no individual country can cope with emerging global challenges alone. Therefore, we must work together to address the issues that face us all. First of all, the world needs a new multilateral trading system based on the principles of fairness and openness. Today, trade barriers, protectionism, and treaty withdrawals are gaining momentum, posing significant challenges to the global economy. Addressing these challenges requires elimination of unfair trade barriers, as well as making supply chains more transparent through digitalization. Second, the global financial framework must be reinvigorated. The financial system should provide equality for all nations, rather than benefiting only a select few. For developing economies to achieve net zero will require a formidable increase in investment, $2.4 trillion per year. However, the consequent reduction of pollution and climate impacts could save the world up to $4 trillion annually. Hence, we urge the international community to scale up its commitment to sustainable finance initiatives. Moreover, huge Asian bonds market has the potential to fuel many development projects. The Eurasian Development Bank plans to issue the first Panda bond as a new financial investment instrument. It can be critical to finance global infrastructural projects. Third, food security remains the most pressing global challenge. Nearly 1/3 of the global population still suffers malnutrition. Kazakhstan, as a leading producer of wheat in Central Asia, is committed to utilizing its agricultural potential to ensure global food resilience. In general, we must collectively enhance international cooperation by establishing targeted programs, collaborative agro-innovation hubs, and transfer of innovative technologies. Fourth, the expansion of transit transport cooperation among Asian countries holds significant strategic importance. It is crucial to double up our efforts to develop both existing and new transportation routes. Thus, the Trans-Caspian International Transport Route, or the Middle Corridor, has emerged as the most viable path to secure supply chains between Asia and Europe. Last year, the cargo volume through this route doubled to 3 million tons. In coming years, we expect to reach 10 million tons. At the same time, Kazakhstan is ready to cooperate with its neighbors in developing the North-South corridor. Our country has invested more than $35 billion in transport infrastructure. Over the next 3 years, we plan to build over 1,300 kilometers of railways, increasing our transportation capacity towards China, South Asia, and Europe. We welcome the full-fledged involvement of our Asian partners in jointly developing infrastructure projects within these transport crossroads. Fifth, technological cooperation, especially in artificial intelligence, has immense potential to fuel the sustainable growth of the world economy. In this regard, we commend China's Global Artificial Intelligence Governance Initiative. We look forward to fostering strong collaboration among major Asian technology giants to implement joint innovative IT projects. Kazakhstan has worked hard to digitize. More than 90% of governmental services in our country are provided electronically, and the share of non-cash transactions now exceeds 80%. Our country is recognized today by the United Nations as one of the top 30 states in adopting digital technologies and is well equipped to provide a comprehensive IT platform for new projects. The volume of IT exports increased fivefold last year alone. We intend to increase the figure to $1 billion by 2026. Last but not least, it is imperative to cooperate in the field of critical raw materials extraction. Rare earth metals have become an essential component for a wide range of technologies. They are indispensable to achieve net zero in strategic sectors such as industry, digital, space, and defense. We continue to work with international partners on the most effective way to harness our significant deposits of uranium, lithium, titanium, and other rare earth elements. Indeed, there is a strong need for joint geological surveys in Kazakhstan. Asia presents numerous opportunities for collaboration and growth, particularly in sustainable development, digital innovation, and cultural exchange. This impressive ascent of Asia is a true testament to the region's remarkable resilience, boundless ingenuity, and unyielding dynamism. As the region continues to evolve and assert itself, growing influence on the global stage, it is essential for countries in the area to engage and tackle common challenges while taking advantage of opportunities that can benefit all parties involved. By harnessing its economic, technological, and cultural strengths, Asia has the potential to shape the world's future. As the current chair of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, CICA, my country sees great and practical prospects in the work of such important venues as the BOA Forum. That's why it is my sincere hope that the BOA Forum for Asia and the Astana International Forum, as twin pillars of international dialogue in Eurasia, can reinforce efforts to address common challenges in Asia and beyond. I extend a sincere invitation to my fellow leaders, innovators, and pioneers to take part in the upcoming Astana International Forum in June of 2024. By embracing a spirit of cooperation and solidarity, we can overcome the challenges that lie ahead and create a brighter future for generations to come. Thank you for your attention.
感谢托卡耶夫总统。现在，我荣幸地邀请瑙鲁总统阿迪扬阁下致辞。
Excellencies and fellow leaders, Secretary General, distinguished dignitaries. At the outset, I would like to express my appreciation to the Secretary General and, of course, the government of the People's Republic of China for the warm hospitality and wonderful preparations. This will be the first time that Nauru will be participating in this forum, and I am honored to be here to share our perspectives as a Pacific small island developing state. We are grateful for this forum for providing this critical platform to address the pressing challenges that confront Asia, Pacific region, and the world. This year's conference theme, Asia and the World, Common Challenges and Shared Responsibilities, underscores the pressing need for collaboration and unity in addressing complex yet interrelated challenges. In an increasingly interconnected world, no nation can thrive in isolation. Neither should any nation be isolated from economic and financial engagement with the rest of the world. It is only through concerted efforts and mutual respect that we can overcome shared obstacles and build a more prosperous and sustainable future for humankind. As a small, remote country, we are heavily reliant on international trade and other international connections. We have seen how fragile our systems are, and this was painfully exposed when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Prioritizing our people and their enrichment is an aspect our nation has followed, and we encourage more rather than less regional and international cooperation, so disruptions to the supply chains are minimized. We must build bridges instead of walls and work towards a more integrated and connected world for all our people. We should be inclusive and engaging and look towards maximum economic and financial participation so that no country, large or small, and despite whatever development status, is left behind. Nauru has recently established bilateral relations with China to recognize and support wholeheartedly the One China principle. This partnership puts Nauru on the right side of history and benefits both our nations and fosters mutual respect, development, and prosperity. During this historic visit, we agreed to work closely in the fields of Belt and Road, trade, agriculture, media, and economic and financial cooperation. We appreciate and applaud President Xi Jinping's openness and the vision for promoting economic globalization and creating new prospects for growth and development, which is vital for small countries such as Nauru. Our bilateral relationship reflects our commitment and support to engagement rather than disengagement, inclusivity rather than exclusivity, with a shared future for mankind where cooperation and collaboration drive progress and prosperity for all. We believe that peace and development are inseparable pillars of human progress. Peace fosters an environment where individuals can thrive, communities flourish, and nations prosper. Without conflict, societies can allocate resources towards education, healthcare, infrastructure, and sustainable economic growth, leading to the advancement of all people. As we all know, conflicts and tensions exist in various regions worldwide. In our pursuits of progress and prosperity, we recognize that conflict hinders growth and destabilizes communities. Therefore, we must strive for peace and development without conflict. We should reaffirm our dedication to building bridges of understanding, fostering empathy, and promoting reconciliation. Together, let us work towards a world where every individual can live in dignity, harmony, and prosperity, leaving a legacy of peace for future generations to inherit. By prioritizing conflict resolution, we pave the way for prosperity, resilience, and shared prosperity for generations to come. We fully support President Xi Jinping's vision of a world without conflict and his dedication to promoting the development of humankind. Nauru stands firmly to the basic human rights of peace, prosperity, and development. Climate change poses an existential threat to Pacific Island nations, despite we ourselves contributing minimally to global carbon emissions, and yet we are among the most vulnerable to its devastating consequences, facing rising sea levels and more frequent natural disasters, threats to our food security and our way of life. Nauru is taking proactive steps to build our resilience through initiatives such as the Higher Ground Initiative, which involves relocating critical infrastructure as well as communities to higher ground, and updating our Nauru Energy Roadmap to achieve our goal of 50% renewable energy, if not more, by 2030. However, we urgently need access to climate finance to support our adaptation efforts. Moreover, we believe that the responsible development of deep seabed minerals, particularly polymetallic nodules, could provide the required metals for the transition towards much cleaner and renewable energy technologies. Unlike metals found on land, countries that have limited resources can develop these new resources and participate and promote the green energy revolution. Nauru is proud to be a leader in this emerging industry. It looks forward to collaborating with China and other partners to develop this resource in a responsible manner through the adoption of robust, world-class exploitation regulations at the International Seabed Authority. We must act decisively to combat the climate crisis and protect our planet for future generations. Nauru places the utmost importance on the well-being of our citizens. We firmly believe that it is only through unity and common purpose and diligence that we can address the challenges facing our region on a global level. Let us harness the power of collaboration, and let us build societies that are stronger, more resilient, and more prosperous for all. Nauru promotes peace, multilateralism, diversity, and inclusivity, where we can create a global community that works in harmony towards a shared vision for our future. We deeply believe that promoting cultural exchange, people-to-people exchanges, and wider, inclusive international engagement can foster greater understanding and empathy between our people. On behalf of the government and the people of the Republic of Nauru, I wish everyone a successful outcome from this forum. Thank you. Xie xie. Matabakat.
感谢阿迪昂总统。现在，我荣幸地邀请斯里兰卡总理瓦纳古纳瓦德纳阁下致辞。
Chairman of the Board Conference, Chairman of the
Chinese National Congress, Director General, President of Kazakhstan, other heads of states, heads of delegations, excellencies, former Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, and fellow delegates. For us from Sri Lanka, we take this special opportunity to participate in an international event that looks to the future, an international event that accepts the reality of climate change, the wants of renewable energy, and to work together within the Asian borders, but working together with all the nations around the world. Firstly, I would like to thank President Xi Jinping, who has given him tremendous strength in the strong economy that grows and the leadership that has dedicated itself to the economic growth of China. Economic growth of China is economic growth of the world. Economic growth of the world will have to be addressed as we see, as mentioned by the distinguished speakers, of a new order. The new order comes on realities of what we can achieve and what we have achieved. Renewable energy, climate change has to be met, and other changes of a blue economy, which are the important areas for the Asian countries. We have to work together in order to achieve these ends, succeed. From Sri Lanka, we have been participating in these programs that have been initiated and supported by our fellow leaders, countries across Asia. I would like to take one example of a success story that we all could carry together and carry to implement in order to reach better standards of living. The experiment, though it has been called a success story of bringing millions of Chinese people from poverty to better and high living standards. We all face issues of poverty. We all have faced issues of improving our agricultural produce in order to achieve food security. The miracle rice that has been produced in China today can increase production, higher levels of income for the farmers, as well as guarantee a strong future for our food security problems. I raise these two issues because over the years, over the decades, over the centuries, population has faced the challenges of food security, security of better environment, and aspirations in order to achieve it. Today, we all know the Boa Conference represents the countries that produce almost 50% of the new investment that has flowed into renewable energy. Mr. Chairman, it is a promise for the future. It is a great trust that has been laid by the Boa Conference. Countries that have joined to take forward the responsibility of sharing the future that can be on trusted basis and targets that we can reach. With this, I would like to thank all the delegates who carry this message from today, once again, to our areas. Relax trade barriers, open areas for more tourism, of different forms of tourism, new requirements on emissions, new plans and programs for renewable energy. These can take our planet to a future that is more secure and confidence. With these few words, on behalf of Sri Lanka, I pledge our support to continue to work together as we have committed ourselves to the maritime lanes of the Indian Ocean, to keep it free for all trade to flow from East Africa to east of Asia. Sri Lanka's port development has taken a new turn of an advanced port development with the assistance of China, for which we appreciate. Sri Lankan Colombo port will become a hub of a new developed port with financial instruments that could cater to the new demands that are growing among ourselves, among our countries, for development and investment, which is essential. This will change the present scenario from East Asia to East Africa and the blue seas, that we all could work together for the future that we face in a successful and agreed joint program is what we look forward to. Thank you once again, and I wish all the nations all success as we move along. Thank you.
感谢古纳瓦德纳总理。现在我荣幸地邀请多米尼克总理斯凯里特阁下致辞。
Your Excellency, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the People's National Congress, distinguished heads of state and heads of government, members of parliament, members of the diplomatic corps, special envoys, heads of international organizations, invited guests, members of the media, friends, and I want to especially recognize the former Secretary General of the United Nations and Chairman of the Board Forum, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for the Commonwealth of Dominica to be present at the Boer Forum for Asia 2024, which is an event of great significance for projecting political, trade, and economic efforts, and for expanding political dialogue and international cooperation in the search for comprehensive and effective solutions to global problems. In the face of the immense challenges and imbalances that exist around the world today, we need to work together to solve the challenges we face today and build a prosperous future. We need to work together to pool our strengths and move faster towards achieving peace and sustainable development. We need to strengthen cooperation and solidarity between countries in order to provide effective responses to the financial, economic, and social crises faced by many countries around the world. It is clear that sustainable development continues to be a pending issue for the international community, given the high levels of inequality, poverty, and marginalization among countries. Gross inequalities between developed and developing countries persist and are widening. The unjust international economic order persists and is strengthened, and the devastating burden of which continues to be borne by the poorest countries. The effects of climate change threaten the existence of low-lying developing island states and continue to destroy lives. Dear friends, today we have the opportunity to move towards a change of era. We have an option of continuing with the same patterns of production, energy, and consumption that are no longer viable and cause terrible damage to the environment, or assuming a new path that ponders sustainable and inclusive development and with a long-term vision. For these reasons, we share the idea that development will not be sustainable unless it is inclusive of a resilience agenda. The convergence of interests, purposes, and actions among peoples, individuals, states, and the international organizations is essential in order to achieve collective goals. In this regard, we recognize the role of the Boer Forum and the People's Republic of China in providing development alternatives for other countries on the basis of mutual respect and mutually beneficial cooperation. The global initiatives promoted by the People's Republic of China have created the necessary conditions to stimulate economic growth without harming the environment. They have been beneficial in actively assisting developing countries in their process of industrialization and access to digital technologies. Since President Xi Jinping proposed the Belt and Road Initiative 10 years ago, states have expressed their support and appreciation for this initiative through bilateral and multilateral mechanisms. The most tangible results of these have been seen in the areas of poverty reduction, food security, health cooperation, financing for development, climate change and green development, digital economy, and connectivity in the digital age. China has created a development miracle that has astonished the world, and at the same time, China has made great contributions to the cause of global development. Similarly, the Chinese government, in line with its short, medium, and long-term development goals and strategies, has continued to promote the holding of the Boer Forum to build a platform for cooperation with other countries with a view to achieving a high-quality economic development and a shared, prosperous future for mankind. Dear friends, like China, the Commonwealth of Dominica's development initiatives are people-centered. To this end, we are committed to being the world's first climate-resilient nation and have made great efforts to achieve this goal. We have implemented the National Strategy for Resilience Development, Dominica's Climate Resilience and Recovery Plan 2020-2030, and the Disaster Risk Financing Strategy, which together have defined a roadmap for implementing the Sustainable Development Goals. Dominica also welcomes the exchange of experiences and international cooperation in science, technology, and innovation, as well as access to them. We will continue to advocate the maintenance of multilateralism and partnership for solidarity as ways to find global solutions to common challenges. Dear friends, Dominica and China are good friends. Our friendship transcends dollar diplomacy. It is based on mutual respect, trust, non-interference in each other's domestic affairs, and win-win cooperation. Dominica supports the One China principle and continues to advocate for the peaceful reunification of Taiwan to a motherland, the People's Republic of China. We are convinced, dear friends, that the Boer Forum will continue to be a globally influential platform for high-level political and trade dialogue, and it will achieve further successes in the coming decades. I wish this forum a great success, and I wish to thank the government of the People's Republic of China for its most generous hospitality. Xie, thank you very much.
感谢斯凯里特阁下发言。下面，我荣幸地邀请柬埔寨国王顾问团主席洪森阁下致辞。
អាដាមលីពតងអគ្គលេខាធិការវេទិកាបួអាវសម្រាប់អាស៊ីអាយដាមប្រមុខរដ្ឋនិងរដ្ឋាភិបាលអាយដាមចៅលឺជីប្រធានសភាតំណាងប្រជាជនចិនអាយដាមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកលោកស្រីខ្ញុំមានសេចក្តីសម្រេចក្រៃលែងដែលបានថ្លែងសន្ទរកថាក្នុងវេទិកាបួអាវសម្រាប់អាស៊ីក្រោមមូលបត់អាស៊ីនិងពិភពលោកបញ្ហាប្រឈមនឹងការទទួលខុសត្រូវរួមជាមួយនឹងវត្តមានជាង20ឆ្នាំកន្លងមកនេះវេទិកាបួអាវសម្រាប់អាស៊ីត្រូវបានទទួលស្គាល់ថាជាវេទិកាប្រកបដោយឥទ្ធិពលមួយសម្រាប់ការរៀបចំរបៀបវិរៈថ្នាក់តំបន់និងសកលតែបានពំនាំនៅសម្លេងនិងបញ្ញាញាណរបស់អាស៊ីនៅក្នុងការដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាប្រឈមដ៏លំបាកនានានៅក្នុងកិច្ចខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងកសាងពិភពលោកមួយដែលមានសន្តិភាពនិងឈានទៅរកភាពកាន់តែប្រសើរសម្រាប់ទាំងអស់គ្នាជាបឋមខ្ញុំសូមអបអរសាទរខួបលើកទី75នៃការបង្កើតសាធារណរដ្ឋប្រជាមានិតចិនក៏ដូចជាការបញ្ចប់ប្រកបដោយជោគជ័យនៅមហាសន្និបាតទាំងពីរពោលគឺសម័យប្រជុំពេញអង្គប្រចាំឆ្នាំសភាជាតិប្រជាជននិងសន្និសីទប្រឹក្សាយោបល់នយោបាយប្រជាជនចិនដែលបានកំណត់វិធានការសំខាន់ដើម្បីជំរុញទំនើបកម្មប្រទេសចិនផ្អែកលើបរិបទនិងចរិតលក្ខណៈរបស់ចិនការសង្កត់ធ្ងន់លើនវានុវត្តន៍បច្ចេកវិទ្យានិងឧស្សាហកម្មជាពិសេសតាមរយៈការអភិវឌ្ឍនៃកម្លាំងផលិតភាពថ្មីក៏ដូចជាការផ្ដល់សារៈសំខាន់លើបរិបទនិងនិរន្តរភាពគឺសុទ្ធតែបានបង្ហាញថាចិនព្យាយាមផ្ដោតលើកត្តាគុណភាពជាងការសម្រេចកំណើនដាច់ខាតសម្រាប់តំបន់និងពិភពលោកយើងមានសេចក្តីរីករាយទៅពេលដែលចិនបន្តអនុវត្តគោលនយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនិងពាណិជ្ជកម្មបើកចំហនិងបង្ហាញការប្រាជ្ញាយ៉ាងមុតមមនៅក្នុងការកសាងសហគមន៍ជោគវាសនារួមសម្រាប់មនុស្សជាតិតាមរយៈការលើកកម្ពស់សកលភាវូបនីយកម្មដែលផ្ដល់ផលប្រយោជន៍ដល់ការអភិវឌ្ឍរួមសម្រាប់ទាំងអស់គ្នាឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកស្រីបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះតំបន់ជាច្រើននៃពិភពលោក មិនតាន់បានធូរស្បើយពីសង្គ្រាមនិងផលប៉ះពាល់ដ៏ធ្ងន់ធ្ងរដែលបានកើតឡើងទៅលើជនស្លូតត្រង់ក៏ដូចជាលើសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនិងពាណិជ្ជកម្មអន្តរជាតិនោះទេសង្គ្រាមនៅអ៊ុយក្រែនបានឈានចូលដល់ឆ្នាំទី3ហើយជាអកុសលយើងមិនតាន់បានឃើញនៅពន្លឺនៃសន្តិភាពនោះឡើយឯសង្គ្រាមរវាងអ៊ីស្រាអែលនិងក្រុមហាម៉ាស់ក៏នៅបន្តឲ្យមានអ្នកស្លាប់និងរបួសជាច្រើនខ្ញុំពិតជាមានក្តីរីករាយចំពោះសកម្មភាពសម្រុះសម្រួលឆ្លងប្រទេសយ៉ាងសកម្មរបស់ចិនដើម្បីស្វែងរកបទចម្បាញ់នៅអ៊ុយក្រែនយើងជឿជាក់ថាសកម្មភាពបែបនេះនឹងក្លាយជាគំរូដ៏ល្អសម្រាប់តួអង្គដែលមានការទទួលខុសត្រូវផ្សេងទៀតនៃសហគមន៍អន្តរជាតិនៅក្នុងការពន្លឿនការចរចានិងឈានទៅសម្រេចបានបទចម្បាញ់នៅអ៊ុយក្រែនក៏ដូចជាតំបន់ផ្សេងទៀតនៃពិភពលោកដែលត្រូវបានបំផ្លិចបំផ្លាញដោយសង្គ្រាមនិងជម្លោះតំបន់របស់យើងក៏មានចំណុចរំលោភជាច្រើនដែលអាចធ្វើឲ្យមានជម្លោះផ្ទុះឡើងប្រសិនបើមេដឹកនាំនៅអាស៊ីមិនពិគ្រោះច្បល់និងប្រស្រ័យទាក់ទងគ្នាដើម្បីដោះស្រាយភាពខ្វែងគំនិតគ្នាប្រកបដោយខ្លឹមសារនិងការទទួលខុសត្រូវក្តីបារម្ភរបស់ខ្ញុំនាពេលបច្ចុប្បន្នគឺនៅលើទិដ្ឋភាពដែលភូមិសាស្ត្រនយោបាយនៅតែបន្តគ្របដណ្ដប់ទៅលើរបៀបវរៈសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសកលព័ត៌មាននៃការធ្លាក់ចុះសេដ្ឋកិច្ចឬវិបត្តិតាមវិស័យនៅក្នុងប្រទេសមួយបានคล้ายទៅជាហេតុផលប្រកាសជ័យជំនះសម្រាប់តំបន់ផ្សេងទៀតក្នុងពិភពលោកការបោះឆ្នោតប្រជាធិបតេយ្យបានคล้ายជាឱកាសដើម្បីធ្វើការសន្យាជ្រុលនិយមធ្វើសកម្មភាពបន្ទោសប្រឆាំងនិងជំរុញផលប្រយោជន៍អាត្មានិយមដោយបានគិតគូរដល់ផលប្រយោជន៍សកលនិងសណ្ដាប់ធ្នាប់អន្តរជាតិដោយផ្អែកលើវិធានច្បាប់លើសពីនេះការសាងរើរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធនៃខ្សែសង្វាក់ផ្គត់ផ្គង់នាពេលបច្ចុប្បន្នมันបានលើកទឹកចិត្តឲ្យមានការទទួលបាននូវវិបុលភាពនិងការផ្ទេរបច្ចេកវិទ្យាដោយបើកចំហមិនរើសអើងនិងមានសមត្ថភាពនោះទេប៉ុន្តែផ្ទុយទៅវិញបានជំរុញឲ្យមានការបង្រួមកាន់តែតូចទៅនៃរង្វង់ប្រទេសមួយក្រុមដែលចង់ធ្វើឲ្យប្រទេសផ្សេងទៀតធ្លាក់ចុះសោតហើយឧត្តមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកស្រីការទទួលខុសត្រូវរួមរបស់យើងទាំងអស់គ្នានៅក្នុងតំបន់អាស៊ីគឺជាការរក្សាសន្តិភាពនិងសន្តិសុខនៅក្នុងតំបន់ដើម្បីធានាថាលទ្ធផលនៃការកាត់បន្ថយភាពក្រីក្រនិងមិនវិលត្រឡប់ថយក្រោយនិងការធានាជំរុញឲ្យកាន់តែប្រសើរឡើងនៅការអភិវឌ្ឍអនាគតដើម្បីវិវត្តភាពរួមគ្នាអាស៊ីបានសម្រេចនៅការអភិវឌ្ឍយ៉ាងខ្លាំងហើយបានដើរតួនាទីជាក្បាលម៉ាស៊ីនដឹកនាំកំណើតជាពិសេសក្នុងអំឡុងពេលដ៏លំបាកមួយដែលសេដ្ឋកិច្ចពិភពលោកធ្លាក់ចុះដល់កម្រិតខ្សោយបំផុតបើប្រៀបធៀបជាមួយក្នុងរយៈកាល3ទសវត្សរ៍ចុងក្រោយកំណើនសេដ្ឋកិច្ចរឹងមាំរបស់អាស៊ីនិងឋានៈជាមជ្ឈមណ្ឌលផលិតកម្មនិងពាណិជ្ជកម្មរបស់ពិភពលោកបានផ្ដល់ឲ្យអាស៊ីនៅតួនាទីសកលដ៏សំខាន់ទោះបីជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចពិភពលោកមានកំណើនទាបនិងត្រូវប្រឈមដោយការសាងរើរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធខ្សែច្រវាក់គុតគង់នាពេលថ្មីនេះក៏សេដ្ឋកិច្ចអាស៊ីទាំងមូលនៅរំពឹងថានឹងអាចរួមចំណែកដល់ 60% នៃកំណើនផសសជាក់ស្ដែងរបស់ពិភពលោកនៅក្នុងឆ្នាំខាងមុខនេះក្នុងន័យនេះតំបន់របស់យើងមានការចាំបាច់ត្រូវធ្វើការរួមគ្នាដើម្បីរក្សាឲ្យបាននូវសន្ទុះវិជ្ជមានសកម្មភាពរបស់យើងត្រូវតែដឹកនាំដោយគោលការណ៍ពហុភាគីនិយមដោយផ្អែកលើវិធានច្បាប់ដែលបម្រើឲ្យយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាមិនមែនសម្រាប់ក្រុមប្រទេសណាមួយនោះទេយើងត្រូវបន្តខិតខំសមារណកម្មឲ្យកាន់តែស៊ីជម្រៅ និងជំរុញការតបជាប់ឲ្យកាន់តែប្រសើរជាជាងការជំរុញកាត់ផ្តាច់និងការរាំងស្ទះយើងត្រូវទទួលស្គាល់ថាគោលការណ៍ពហុភាគីនិយមគឺជាគោលការណ៍ដែលបានគាំទ្រដល់សកលភាវូបនីយកម្មការអភិវឌ្ឍប្រកបដោយចីរភាពនិងការកាត់បន្ថយភាពក្រីក្រដែលផ្ដល់ផលប្រយោជន៍ជាក់ស្ដែងដល់ពិភពលោករបស់យើងនាពេលនេះខ្ញុំសូមឆ្លៀតយកឱកាសនេះកោតសរសើរប្រទេសចិនចំពោះការទទួលបន្ទុកក៏ដូចជាការទទួលខុសត្រូវដ៏ធ្ងន់នៅក្នុងតួនាទីជាអ្នកដឹកនាំសកលដើម្បីគាំទ្រដល់ការរីកចម្រើនរបស់បណ្ដាប្រទេសចាប់ពីទ្វីបអាស៊ីអាហ្វ្រិករហូតដល់អាមេរិកឡាទីនកំណត់ទួយ5ខ្សែក្រវ៉ាត់និងផ្លូវបានគាំទ្រដល់ការកសាងហេដ្ឋារចនាសម្ព័ន្ធសាធារណៈនៅបណ្ដាទ្វីបនានាហេដ្ឋារចនាសម្ព័ន្ធមូលដ្ឋានទាំងនេះគឺជាផ្នែកមួយមិនអាចខ្វះបានសម្រាប់កិច្ចខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងអភិវឌ្ឍនិងកាត់បន្ថយភាពក្រីក្ររបស់ប្រជាជននៃបណ្ដាប្រទេសដែលជាភាគីទទួលផលរាប់ទាំងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាផងដែរយើងត្រូវតែទទួលស្គាល់ថាម៉ូដែលនៃការរីកចម្រើននិងការអភិវឌ្ឍរបស់ចិនបានអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យប្រទេសផ្សេងទៀតទទួលបានវិបុលភាពជាមួយគ្នាពោលគឺមិនមែនបោះបង់ប្រទេសដទៃដើម្បីកំណើនរបស់ខ្លួននោះឡើយនេះជាការទទួលខុសត្រូវរួមរបស់យើងទាំងអស់គ្នាក្នុងការលើកកម្ពស់កំណើនរួមដោយមានសណ្ដាប់ធ្នាប់អន្តរជាតិពហុភាគីផ្អែកលើវិធានច្បាប់ដែលផ្ដល់ឲ្យគ្រប់ប្រទេសទាំងអស់មិនថាតូចឬធំអាចមានឱកាសលេចធ្លោមានការរីកចម្រើននិងមានសម្លេងទទួលស្គាល់នៅលើឆាកអន្តរជាតិយើងត្រូវខិតខំការពារពហុភាគីនិយមដែលគាំទ្រដល់ផលប្រយោជន៍សហគមន៍នៃប្រជាជាតិទាំងមូលដើម្បីឲ្យប្រជាជនទូទាំងពិភពលោកទទួលបានសន្តិភាពនិងគុណភាពជីវិតកាន់តែប្រសើរខ្ញុំសូមបញ្ចប់សន្ទរកថារបស់ខ្ញុំដោយសូមជូនពរឲ្យវេទិកាប៊ូអាវសម្រាប់អាស៊ីបន្តទទួលបានជោគជ័យហើយការពិភាក្សាក៏ទទួលបានផ្លែផ្កាដើម្បីជាប្រយោជន៍សម្រាប់ពិភពលោកទាំងមូលសូមអរគុណ
感谢洪森主席阁下。现在，我荣幸地邀请世界知识产权组织总干事邓洪森先生致辞。
Your Excellency, Mr.赵乐际, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China, Your Excellency, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, Chairman of the博鰲Forum for Asia, Mr. Li Baodong, Secretary General of the博鰲Forum for Asia, Excellencies, distinguished guests, it's an honor and pleasure to be here at the博鰲Forum for the first time. In 2022, over 20 million intellectual property or IP applications were filed by innovators and creators around the world. That's about 40 applications every minute. This is not entirely surprising. As the Director General of the World Intellectual Property Organization, I'm seeing more and more countries, especially emerging economies and developing countries, turn to innovation, creativity, technology, and digitalization to drive growth and development. But what may be surprising to many of you is that Asia has become the world's most powerful IP engine, with 70% of all IP applications coming from Asia, up from 50% 20 years ago. Why is this happening? First, confidence in domestic innovation and creativity in Asia has increased tremendously. Not only is Asia home to 300 over unicorns and a quarter of the world's technology scale-ups, but Asia files more patents in semiconductors, digital technology, and computer technology than the rest of the world combined. Asia culture and content is also booming. Increasingly, people around the world dance to K-pop, relax with Asian language film and TV, and connect through games like Genshin Impact. Second, Asia has emerged as a center of vibrant business entrepreneurship. Not only is Asia home to the world's fastest growing middle class, its peoples are also adapting to digital services faster than anywhere else. Asian entrepreneurs drive 70% of all trademark filings in the world, and Asian brands have become household names everywhere, with the region home to 14 of the world's 25 strongest brands. And third, government and popular support for innovation has become stronger. WIPO's Global Innovation Index, or GII, ranks the performance of over 130 economies around the world each year. 6 Asian economies are now in the world's top 20, with China the only middle-income economy near the top 10. The fastest improving countries are also predominantly from Asia. Last year, WIPO surveyed 25,000 laypersons from around the world about their attitudes towards IP. Interestingly, it showed that 75% of people from Asia agree that IP benefits the economy, higher than in any other part of the world. These developments show that Asia has emerged as a major driver of ideas and innovation, and that the global IP landscape has become much more diversified, with game-changing ideas emerging from all parts of the world. WIPO welcomes this development, but it also means that the work of my agency cannot be business as usual. IP can no longer be just for experts and specialists, but also for those innovating and creating on the ground and at the grassroots level. IP cannot be only for the biggest companies, but also for startups, small and medium enterprises, women and youth. And IP must now become a powerful catalyst for all countries to create jobs, attract investments, support businesses, and for economic, social, and cultural development. As a United Nations agency, WIPO is pleased to be a forum where important IP issues are discussed by our 193 members and where global IP standards are set. But discussion must lead to action, and that's why we're focused on using our networks, our expertise, and resources to create impact on the ground. And let me share with you a couple of examples. WIPO has a WIPO Academy that has trained in the past 10 years 1.2 million people. And just in the past 2 years, we trained 220,000 people from all over the world. 45% are from Asia, and 80% are from developing countries. And what we're doing is that we're not just training people in technical IP knowledge, but increasingly in practical IP skills, so that people in Asia and everywhere else in the world can use IP to grow their business and to meet their aspirations. We have also launched over 80 impact-driven projects around the world. These are not one-day, two-day, one-week seminars or workshops, but months-long programs that focus on mentoring and imparting skills to underserved groups like women, youth, and small and medium enterprises, as well as even local communities and indigenous peoples. In Bangladesh, Jordan, and Pakistan, we're helping women entrepreneurs brand, package, and market their traditional products like handicraft and textiles. In Bali, we have launched a project on IP for sustainable tourism. In Oman, we're helping frankincense producers add value and enter new markets. We're doing the same project in Kazakhstan for Uport Apple. And with ASEAN, we are supporting initiatives for the region's creative and digital economy, and recently holding a joint youth digital forum in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But innovation should not just serve a country or region. It has to serve the whole world as well. Let us take climate change. a challenge we all face and which many previous speakers mentioned as well. Addressing the threat of climate change requires that we harness the power of innovation and technology. While green innovations exist, the problem is how to deploy these on the ground to make a difference. Often those who are offering the technologies are not connected to those who need them. And that's why WIPO has created WIPO Green, a free online platform to matchmake those who are offering technologies with those who need the technologies. WIPO Green has grown to cover nearly 130,000 technologies from over 140 countries. It is now the largest green tech platform that the UN offers today. And with 1,000 matches, it is starting to make a difference. But much more needs to be done. And here's where we welcome more Asian green innovators to join us to make a difference to the world with your ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, in these difficult and challenging times, my belief is that IP can be a bridge, not just between an idea and the world, but also between different peoples, regions, and countries. WIPO will work hard to support each country to use IP to grow and develop, and to work with all Asian countries as well as with the global family of countries to harness the power of innovation to address our common global challenges. Thank you very much. 谢谢。
感谢邓洪森总干事。下面我荣幸地邀请世界经济与合作发展组织秘书长 Corman 先生致辞。
Excellencies, distinguished guests, friends all, may I join others in thanking the government of the People's Republic of China and the organizers of the Boa Forum for Asia for the very generous hospitality. Thank you also for the opportunity to share a few brief observations in this opening plenary session. Countries across Asia are dynamic, innovative, and powerful drivers of global economic development and growth. As has already been noted by one of the previous speakers, Asia will contribute about 60% of global GDP growth this year. Asia's continued growth and development journey will be driven by the powerful combination of your extraordinary pool of human capital, covering half the world's population, your manufacturing capacity and rich natural resource endowment, and your close integration into global supply chains. While leveraging these assets, global cooperation and globally effective, well-coordinated policies to tackle the common challenges of our time will help optimize both the strength and the quality of the growth and development outlook, which will help optimize the opportunities it creates for people across Asia and all around the world. Globalization, increasing global trade, has been a central pillar of Asia's economic success, delivering significant benefits to its people. Indeed, globalization and increased global trade has delivered increased incomes and living standards across Asia and all around the world, helping to lift hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. Effective global cooperation to ensure a well-functioning global market based on a rules-based global trading system in good working order remains very much in Asia's interest, as it is in the interest of countries all around the world. Let's work together to keep improving globalization so that it can continue to deliver benefits for people around the world in an environmentally sustainable, fair, and inclusive way. And let's work together to tackle climate change, to optimize the global effectiveness of emissions reduction efforts in countries around the world while adapting to the effects of climate change. Let's work together to seize all the exciting opportunities created by the digital transformation of our economies and societies while better managing some of the associated risks, challenges and disruptions. And let's also work together on effective policy approaches to respond to the economic and social impacts of population ageing, which is also becoming an increasing economic and social challenge for Asia. In Asia by 2050, there will be 41 people for every 100 aged 65 and over, up from just 16 today. The OECD is committed to work with governments across Asia to help navigate these and other common challenges, including through our long-standing key partnership with China. We're committed to continue our work together on reinvigorating international trade. Countries around Asia have made significant progress in trade liberalisation, including with respect to the services sector. But there is opportunity and a need to do more. We're committed to continue our work together on accelerating the sustainable transformation of our economies and meeting our climate objectives. Working together to achieve our shared objective of carbon neutrality. To achieve our shared global climate objectives, we will need to significantly improve global cooperation and coordination of our efforts. The OECD's Inclusive Forum on Carbon Mitigation Approaches is our flagship initiative, designed to help optimize the global emissions reduction impact of efforts in countries around the world through better data and information sharing, evidence-based mutual learning, and inclusive multilateral dialogue. Last but not least, we are committed to working together and share best practices to ensure our education systems equip our young and our adult learners with the skills they need to succeed in an evolving workforce impacted by the green and digital transformations, as well as population ageing. Through our flagship program for international student assessment, PISA, we help policymakers identify progress in their education systems and identify priorities for further reforms with an emphasis on foundational skills for reading, mathematics and science. Our latest results from PISA 2022 included 81 participating countries from around the world, including 13 in East and Southeast Asia. The OECD looks forward to continuing our work together with you to tackle our common challenges and to assume our shared responsibilities. We will do what we can to help secure strong, resilient, sustainable and inclusive global growth, leveraging our data, evidence-based analysis and inclusive multilateral dialogue to support better policies for better lives. My very best wishes for a successful Boa Forum 2024. Thank you. 谢谢。
感谢考尔门秘书长。下面我荣幸地邀请沙特基础工业公司首席执行官阿尔法季先生致辞。
Your Excellency, Mr.赵乐际, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the 14th National People's Congress, Your Excellencies, Presidents and State Leaders, Your Excellency, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, Chairman of Boa Forum for Asia, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly honored to return to Boao to speak on behalf of the global business community at this prestigious event. For a business, sustainability means having lasting positive impact on society, while manufacturing and selling products that consumers desire. For nearly 50 years, that is exactly what SABIC has been doing. By uniting all key actors in the common purpose of sustainable development, SABIC makes something truly remarkable happen. It creates synergies for sustainable growth. Through the synergy of cross-sectoral integration, the world economy can be circularized so that material can be reused, preserving their inherent values. Through the synergy of global value chains, the demand of low-carbon consumer products can be met at an affordable value and price. Through the synergy of interdisciplinary innovation, the technological base of progress can be continually renewed. And on top of all this, synergies that arise from the strategic alignment of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 and the Chinese Belt and Road initiatives help broaden the scope and raise the quality of these two great nations' development. For many years, China has been the world's largest for chemical products. It is still remain a powerful economic engine even now, with its GDP growing by 5.2% in 2023. So it is no surprise that SABIC, one of the world's largest chemical companies, has long been creating synergies here. It also established compounding plants, joint venture manufacturing plants, sales and marketing offices, supply chain networks, and world-class technology and innovation centers here in China. After celebrated successful polycarbonate commercial operation at a joint venture with Sinopec last year, the latest edition of SABIC assets will be a 45 billion yuan world-scale petrochemical complex that SABIC began constructing last month with the Fujian Energy and Petrochemical Group. I believe that SABIC provides good model for all other companies to follow. If Asian companies cut across institutional boundaries to establish sustainable synergies like SABIC has, then we can have constructively overcome our common challenges and equitably fulfill our shared responsibilities. Finally, I'm very pleased to announce that SABIC will join hands in May this year with Boao Forum for Asia to host for the first time a PFA conference in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I look forward to continuing our inter-regional dialogue there so that we unlock some synergies for sustainable growth. Thank you very much. Shishi.
感谢阿尔法季先生。下面我邀请 英国阿斯利康集团全球首席执行官苏布克先生致辞。
Your Excellencies, Chairman Zhao, Mr. Ban, distinguished guests, dear friends, Dajiahou. As the CEO of a company focused on science and health, I spend a lot of time in Asia. Healthcare needs are very large here in the region, and China's innovation in biosciences has exploded in the last 5 years. AstraZeneca is very committed to China. We employ 18,000 colleagues here, and I have visited China 6 times in the last 12 months. I enjoy coming here because of the many opportunities to collaborate on our shared commitment. Allow me to highlight 3 that I believe fit well in the spirit of this year's forum. First of all, science and innovation. Supported by Health China 2030, Chinese biopharmaceutical innovation in the last 5 years has reached global significance, and I believe it has the potential to help millions of people worldwide. In the last 12 months, my company, AstraZeneca, has partnered with 7 Chinese biotech companies for a total deal consideration of over $6 billion to bring their innovation to the world. This is something that would have been impossible 5 years ago. This includes an agreement with Ecogen on a new medicine for obesity, as well as the acquisition of a company involved in cell therapy, Gracell Biotechnologies. Cell therapy has the potential to transform the treatment of cancer as well as some immune diseases and deliver cure. And Gracell, a Chinese company, will be at the heart of this transformative approach to treating cancer and immune diseases. Just a few days ago, we also signed a memorandum of understanding with Minhai Biotech on vaccines for China and for the world. Our large R&D center in Shanghai, which is one of our strategic sites globally, is accelerating the role China plays in developing these new medicines globally and taking a leadership role in our organization globally. Second priority is our shared commitment, equitable health. There are 4.5 billion people in Asia, and the average life expectancy has increased substantially to 74 years. And yet, there is a lot more to do. Today, over 85% of deaths in the region are caused by chronic diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Good health remains elusive to many in rural communities, and patients with rare diseases have also limited access to effective therapies. To make health more equitable for all, we must bring healthcare closer to patients. Conditions such as kidney disease, chronic bronchitis can be treated much cheaper and much better in primary care centers. Also, investment in early detection is also vital, especially for cancer and rare diseases. Intercepting the disease early gives patients a better chance for cure and avoids or delays hospitalization, which is costly and carbon intensive. Take lung cancer, for instance. There is 1.3 million deaths each year in Asia, more than anywhere in the world. By detecting lung cancer in the early stages, we can increase 5-year survival rate to 90%, versus only 10 to 15% if patients are diagnosed at the metastatic stage. These kind of advances are within reach, and it will soon be possible to diagnose many cancers very early thanks to a very simple blood test, identifying tumor DNA in the blood. And China is playing a big role in these new technologies. Finally, and very close to my heart, sustainability. The climate crisis, we all know it, is the largest public health crisis of our time. It increases many kinds of diseases and is affecting us already today. COVID killed about 7 million people. But climate change and pollution cause an estimated 12 million deaths every year. At the same time, the healthcare sector accounts for 5% of global emissions and contributes to the problem. We must change that. So with our partners at the Sustainable Markets Initiative, we have set up the China Health Working Group to decarbonize healthcare. This creates exciting partnerships, including a green power purchase agreement for our factories across China. Thanks to these partnerships, but also thanks to our own efforts to decarbonize our supply chain, globally we've reduced our emissions by 70%, in China by 80%, even though our company doubled in size in the last few years. And today I'm also very pleased to announce that we are expanding our AZ Forest Initiative to China, bringing our total commitment to reforestation and carbon capture to $450 million globally. One of the things we need to do as a society is take carbon out of the atmosphere, and nature-based solutions like reforestation are a very good tool to achieve that. In closing, I would like to emphasize the importance of the Boao Forum to strengthen our collective efforts toward the world's greatest challenges. And we at AstraZeneca are humbled to be part of it. 谢谢。
感谢苏布克先生。最后，我邀请澳大利亚福特斯克集团董事长安卓·福尔斯先生致辞。
It is great to be here. Your Excellency Chairman Zhou, leaders, fellow Boao councillors, distinguished friends all. Ni hao, ni hao. Thank you for having me today. The Boao Forum is the epitome of Asia working with itself and reaching out to the world. Look at all of us. We're from countries all over the world, but particularly here in Asia. In Asia, we're from different religions, if at all, different cultures, very different politics. Yet, we are not arguing, we're not threatening each other. We aren't and we mustn't ever, as we should never follow the disharmony we see elsewhere around the world. We vigorously, energetically, and professionally compete with each other and uphold the highest standards of environmental protection and human rights. As President Xi has asked of us all, in the letters I have read and the thoughts I have studied from his youth, we must protect the environment, and it is the key to advancing humanity. When we do this, our competition improves the standard of living of all of us, of everyone. This is what the Boao Forum for Asia stands for. This is despite the considerable differences in religion, politics and culture. This must be Asia's example to the world. Environment is key, and the most dangerous is global warming. With an estimated up to 300 gigawatts of green electricity built last year and the 1,000 green gigawatts China already has, it is on track for an amazing achievement over 3,000 gigawatts early next decade, green energy. Add in breakthroughs in the production of green hydrogen, green ammonia, batteries, and Asia can again lead the world into a future without fossil fuels. Here in Asia, we have the leadership, we have the manufacturing capacity, we have the innovation. So the world needs to step away forever from volatile energy prices, lower standards of living, and in the case of 600 million people, no power at all. Step away from life-ending pollution. We have the AI to forecast the sun and wind and the future energy consumption. Green hydrogen, green ammonia, and batteries with a super smart grid can do the rest. China has shown the world how to build renewable energy assets at scale. It has shown how to drive down the cost of renewable energy, and it must show us how to use them. However, there are forces which are pushing against renewable energy, even though Texas has just suffered the worst bushfires in its history. Mexico City is forecast to run out of water in a few months, and Spain has suffered its worst drought on record. How many more warnings? How many more months? How many more years? Hottest on record before we wake up to the fact we must change. China, you will beat your own forecasts of peak emissions in 2030. Only working out how to get all of your green energy into your grid when your population needs it is standing between you and a completely green country. Last year, I stood here and almost alone predicted a worst-case scenario, that we would see our first year as a planet above 1.5 degrees. This scenario happened. Once again, Asia, we can be the example, we can be the proof of what a peaceful, pollution-free world must follow. No longer then will we need fossil fuels. No longer then will our lives and our living standards be at risk. This is a massive economic opportunity worth taking. Asia, let's set the example again. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew, for your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, 女士们、先生们，开幕大会到此结束。让我们以热烈的掌声，对各国领导人、国际组织的负责人以及工商界代表的精彩发言、精彩致辞，予以热烈的掌声，表示感谢。谢谢大家。
再次感谢出席开幕式的各位贵宾，请您将同传设备留在座位上或归还给工作人员，并跟。